define what is energy.
What is energy? God, geez, everything is energy. Everything is information. I think Tesla, wasn't it? One of your...
Tesla, yeah.
Yes, yeah. Said that if you want to understand the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. It's all information. I just use the word information because it encompasses energy, it becomes frequency, and it becomes vibration. And there we go again. You want me to go down that road? It's going to take another whatever. So everything that we perceive, in my understanding currently, is information. We talk about the mind. From my understanding now again, the mind is non-local. And this I first read about in a book by Dr. Larry Dossey many, many years ago, Recovering the Soul, where they were doing all sorts of experiments and searching and whatever, and came to the conclusion that mind is non-local, which means, of course, mind is not confined to time and space.
Ako ne želiš propustiti ni jednu epizodu LOOD podcasta, zaprati naš YouTube kanal i primaj obavijesti nakon izlaska svakog novog videa.
We believe ourselves confined to time and space. I personally don't believe anyone has a mind of their own. They have a nervous system which analyzes and interprets mind. So we see it, we interpret it, we hear it, it's all vibration, it's all frequency, it's all energy, it's all information. It's a bit like the Matrix with all those green lines going down, you know. But our nervous system interprets that as reality, which we go back to what I was talking about earlier, about your expectations create the world you live in. And that's another story, well, of course. But then if you expect to see things, you certainly see things, but it's just information that your energy, your way is interpreting the energy or the information. So that, for me, is energy.
Can you repeat, please, the quote from Tesla?
If you want to understand, if I get it right, don't blame me if I don't, because
we can check as well.
Yeah, my memory's not that good. But he said that if you want to understand the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration.
Mm-hmm. What is the difference between energy, frequency, and vibration? Or
well, I think energy is just the one word we can use as a blanket to wrap it all up in.
Okay.
Frequency is boop, 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 how many cycles per second. And intensity, of course, is the amplitude of the frequency. And so all of that is what we see. We interpret that information through a very sophisticated, brilliant nervous system. There's no doubt about it. But it's still how we see it. We have a collective picture of what's going on. We all agree that there's a building out there and there's cars and stuff like that. But how we deal with that information is quite unique. But it's still just information.
Where does energy comes from?
Where? I don't know how far back we can go, because I really, the Big Bang, I've got no idea where it started. I just know, according to the stuff that I've studied and the practice of acceptance that I've gone through, which has changed my view of the world, that when we're born in this physical world, according to Buddhist teachings, we literally lose our mind. We forget who we are. And you can see that. You probably saw that with your kids when they were really, really young. They were in two worlds. They had an understanding or a vision, like animals do, of a different reality. But then we gradually indoctrinate them into the physical form. We tell them, this is yours, you think this, I think that, we go here, you go there.
And this is you.
Yep. And, of course, by indoctrination into that process, we separate from possibly what is the true nature of mind, which is a state of oneness beyond the physical with all of this informational fields. So then when we start to, after we've been programmed for that first 6 years and we start to go into the world with our subconscious programming controlling much of what we do and say and think, then we're out there we're giving energy by our thoughts to phenomena. And the more energy you give to certain phenomena, the more feedback you get.
Ako uživaš u našem sadržaju, podrži nas i postani član YouTube kanala. Članovi mogu gledati live stream epizoda bez oglasa i pristupiti dodatnom sadržaju koji nije dostupan u javnim epizodama. Klikni pridruži se gumb ispod videa ili zaprati link u opisu videa, to jest u prvom komentaru. A sad se vraćamo na epizodu.
So another one of your questions, if you notice, and this has become so obvious for me, not just for me, but for everybody who comes through the programs these days, if you notice where your thoughts go, if you notice a particular thought, if you're really aware, you will notice physiological change in the body. So you can think it's Monday morning, it's wet and it's cold, and you're tired, a bit hungover, and you've got to go to work. That creates a certain physiology. But then you might think it's the second day of a holiday, you've arrived, and the kids are happy, and the sun's shining, and you're cool and relaxed. That creates a different physiology.